treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Hit first off the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way before the deal. Yeah, say this one for your photo reel. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, so suspenseful, I'm up in the field. Saw it in my eyes, it was the Tiger Hill. Gon' jump off the line and see the flight of field. Rewrite your history off this line right here. Your best bet be ahead, easy to get rich or dead trying. This ain't never new, I just be 10 steps instead. Snooze I won't, I can't lose, ready, rest or a bed. Do what you can to do, make it next move your best. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jury the code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Hit first off the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way before the deal. Yeah, say this one for your photo reel. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I keep it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jury the code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, let's go. Get first off the edge like I don't know no feel. See that pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown.
Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Washington Redskins. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here we go. Wide, ain't it? You must be getting tired of seeing me.
On first and 10, Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. The end result, 21 yards. With Cole Beasley now in Buffalo, you think that might open up some more targets for Michael Gallup. Last year as a rookie, 33 catches for the Dallas Cowboys. On the ground, the rookie Mike Weber from Ohio State. And he'll only get a yard, maybe two, up to the 46.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Double dog. There we go. Kill. Big edge. Kill. There we go. Kill.
51's Mike. Mike 51. Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
No. Off. Under 10.
They run with Ezekiel Elliott, last year's NFL rushing leader. And his first carry, he loses the football. And the Redskins scoop it. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
So on fourth down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away.
The Redskins take over first and 10.
Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
Down. 60 outlaw.
You got nothing.
Go.
You got nothing.
Dude.
Now the second year back from LSU, it's Darius Geis. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Byron Jones in there to make the tackle.
Check. Go out. Go.
Geis with a carry on second down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Ready.
55 to Mike. Check. 50.
Hey, echo.
Drop deep. 55 Mike, guys. 55.
Go.
55, Mike. 55. Hey, eat.
I'm here all day. Mike, 50 get it.
Tannehill going up top. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 82 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is, but he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So, Prescott stripped.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Throwing on second and long. Prescott looking for Austin, intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Redskins touchdown. Now this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
50 seconds to Mike. Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
26.
Looking to throw. Prescott. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there.
You better be ready.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead.
26.
3rd and long for Prescott. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at about the 28. 12 yards on the return that time. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Meanwhile, checking in on what's going on in Baltimore. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. He's going to wind up and air it out. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go.
It's our field. It's our field.
26.
On 2nd and 12, Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Deron Payne racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Wide in. 26.
Now Prescott. And he's going to go down again. Reuben Foster has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
54. Wide in.
I'm letting you know right now.
26.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. That pick, his 9th on the season.
Remember when we were kids and you were playing Little League Baseball and they penciled you in the 9 spot in the order? That wasn't so good, was it?
Were you in the 9 hole?
Or you played the 9 position, right field? That wasn't so great.
That wasn't. You're picking dandelions out there.
Exactly.
Right? But the 9 picks
9
you want.
picks, you want that in a big way. That's a great season.
Heck of a season.
Here we go. Here we go. 10 Lobo.
All right, T. Let's go. All right, T.
Let's go.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season.
He's checking
he's checking. Crash.
Watch twist.
Check 4.
Off play action, Tannehill. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Hey, Haywood. Yeah.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
Showing it.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business.
And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack.
This has been a tough one.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's third and long.
Check 37. Here we go. Go to 54. Why?
Prescott now. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up fourth. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield.
Come on, man. Let's go.
Around the NFL, we've got a second quarter score. It's the Dolphins that have jumped out to the early lead against the Patriots. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one. So good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10. And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Let's go now. Quad. Block it. Block it.
85. Watch 85.
Now.
Tight dog.
General West. Ready?
Tannehill on first down. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And he's taken down inside the 30. A Redskin first down. The pickup 15 yards.
First down, Washington.
Ready.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Let's go, D.
Deep grip.
Out of the gun, Tannehill letting one go deep for the end zone and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Now second and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
64. Weak.
Get ready.
Let's go.
Tannehill. And this is caught at the 8. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Redskins 21, Cowboys nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Tyler Eifert.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now Prescott. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. So we've come up an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway.
We're going to work.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Check 24.
61. Matchbox lights.
He's coming. Double up.
Check. Check 9. Hey, Alpha. Hey, Sam on.
Now Tannehill. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 15 yards on the play, first down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him? Double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he's struggling. And his first carry, he loses the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. Well, he's not the starter coming in, getting his first carry off the bench. That's not the way to earn more carries.
You have to stay in the game, even if you're not on the field, right? Stay mentally sharp, stay ready, and above all, when you get into the game, hold on to the football. Don't let the other...
He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Reuben Foster in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
To try again after the sack, Prescott, and the pressure gets to him again.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys. After the sack, it's 3rd and long. To throw is Prescott. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there is just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief that you still have the lead. But coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Kelvin Harmon, the man he was looking for, and it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Tannehill. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And they give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
Going to 53.
They'll try again with Elliott. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. This is 3rd and goal. Still looking for the first points of the game. Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Jonathan Allen, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. So on 4th down, on comes the Dallas kicker, Brett Maher. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Maher is good. Of course, the door for Maher was opened after a little bit of a surprise move, the Cowboys letting go of Dan Bailey last year.
Yeah, Maher took over in the preseason. He's from Nebraska via the Canadian Football League where he kicked for 4 years. And I saw him personally make 2 game-winning field goals last season against Detroit and in Atlanta.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Here we go. Here we go.
A gain of a yard. First down, Washington.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a run with Geis. Spins away. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That one good for 26 and a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go, D, get up. Hey! Watch the twitch. Watch the twitch.
On 1st down, here's Love. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now! All day.
Staying on the ground, it's Love. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a first down on a gain of 10. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Get it.
Here's Geis. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Darius Geis, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Hopkins with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring it. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Reuben Foster racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah. It got his man complete. 30, 10, touchdown, Cowboys. Tavon Austin, 83 yards, and the Cowboys cut into that lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is down to 28-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Come on, D.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Over the middle, that's caught by Meredith. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. 57. Come on.
Throwing. Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Reuben Foster, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Prescott to throw it. And he's going to go down again. Reuben Foster in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down.
Under. You got motion man. You got motion man right there. Mike's 57. 57's Mike. You go 46.
The Cowboys will go. Prescott. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. First down, Prescott. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Here's Prescott, and they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Now, the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on fourth down. You think back to last year, Dak Prescott was sacked 56 times, second most in the league behind Deshaun Watson of the Texans. He'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. Elsewhere, fourth quarter score now from Baltimore. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Another victory perhaps in the cards. They're looking as good as anybody as the playoffs draw near. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone, and this is going to be intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Back to throw. Over the middle, he hits Austin. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Looking to throw. Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on fourth down? Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Redskins are going to win the football game.
Here we go. 15, Lonnie. 15, Lonnie. Strong right. Go. 3 down. Mike's 57. 57's Mike. All you get is a headache. Look at me. Zipper. 57. Mike, 57.
Man, that's trash.
Leo. Shoot. 5.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. So hail to the Redskins as they get the victory here. And it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour. And something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity. When the ball was knocked free, they want all those guys to be familiar with touching the ball so they could pick up the fumble or get the interception. And we saw it pay off in this one here.
Yeah, 5 times. They'll remember this one. So for Washington, a final win here means they'll finish off the regular season at a solid 13-3. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for Dallas, this loss will be the capper to a dismal 4-12 campaign. And with some high picks coming in this spring's draft, it's a team for whom a roster overhaul may be on the way.
Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel, get a bird's eye view. Hotel, got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks, I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Death comes in threes, wins come in two. Tomato, when I put my foot on, I